Welcome to our new representative call. I was live on Facebook, but hadn't started my recording yet on Zoom, so hence the double introduction. Thank you guys for joining and welcome to our newest team members. How this works, I will go through the slides. If you have anything as we're going through the slides that apply to the topic, feel free to type into the chat box. If you're on Facebook, I will go in and try to answer any questions that you have there. I feel like you're hovering over my shoulder. This is my daughter, Ava.
Hi.
Hi. All right. So if you have any questions and you're on Zoom, open up your chat box and make sure you select all panelists and attendees. And let's get going. Any leaders that are watching, feel free to share it to your own Facebook groups. We've added a lot of new team members and we continue to, so I'll probably be doing the new representative call about once a month. I do find when I just send out recordings that they don't get as much as engagement as I'd like. So I'm trying a new tactic here, doing live events, recording them and going live in our Facebook group. So hopefully we'll have interaction there. So welcome to Team Momentum. I'm Emily Seagren. Some of you have signed up directly under me and some of you have joined other leaders on our team. We have a couple of them watching with me here, so hopefully they can hop in and answer any questions in the chat box. I started selling Avon in 2008. It was when my son Josh was just 1 year old and he's about to be 13. So time flies. It has been a really great career for me to be able to work my schedule around my personal life. We've been able to travel a lot. We've moved into a bigger home where it has more bedrooms and I have my own office. It started very small and I had many years where I worked really hard. So I'm very proud to be at this spot that I'm at today and hope to lead you guys to help Avon make a difference in your family's lives. So one of the coolest things about Avon is that you can work it as hard as you want, or if something in your personal life takes precedence, you can kind of set it aside for a little bit. We don't want to always do that, but sometimes it's necessary. And so the flexibility of the business is wonderful. You see here that we didn't really start growing as a team fully until the last few years. I started with an Avon retail store. There aren't many of us left anymore and the opportunity is no longer there, but I still do have my retail store here in Rockford, Illinois. I have a marketing degree from University of Illinois at Chicago. And I love to do my marketing online. So that's probably how many of you came across me. So I try to use personal relationships along with technology to grow the business. So it's up to you. That's another great flexibility of Avon is you can sell face-to-face or you can sell online. You can do a combination of the two. I recommend taking advantage of all opportunities because you're going to get your most your biggest bang for your buck when you're really taking advantage of all of the opportunities that are on the table. So Team Momentum is now 1,200 reps strong. We are spread out throughout the United States, and I highly encourage you to attend our national conference that's coming up this summer. There's still a factor to the business that can't be replaced when it comes to meeting and connecting with other representatives, connecting with your customers and potential team members. We sold almost 2.6 million 2019. We are one of the top 25 teams in the nation. So it's a really exciting part of a team to be. I am very proud of a lot of the strong sellers and leaders on our team. Those of you that are just doing it for fun and doing it as a part-time thing, it all adds up. So welcome to Team Momentum. I think you'll like it and you'll find a lot of support here. So like I said, I've been able to do so many different cool things with Avon. We've been on lots of amazing vacations such as Disney and Atlantis, Punta Cana, Mexico, Hollywood. We've been everywhere with Avon. So if you love to travel, you've come to the right company. Oftentimes we're confused with the pink Cadillacs, and I always say, no, we get these amazing vacations annually. If you really work hard and grow your business, Avon is great at rewarding you for that. So I will be emailing out the recording of this video as well as the slides so that you can print it out and take some notes. I apologize I didn't get it out to you before the call, but that'll give you another reason to go back in and take some serious notes. Be sure to follow Avon on the different social media platforms. I'll go ahead and click on that right now so that I can show you how to make sure that you are up to date on all of their announcements. So if we go in here and say that we have liked it, we can go under following and say that we want to see it first. So when I go into Facebook and I go to my news feed, I always get to see the latest Avon information. That's a great way to make sure that you're always in the know of what's going on. And they share different information on the different platforms. So it's helpful to follow them everywhere. Any questions so far as I go? Right, I don't see any. Nothing yet. Okay. So as I mentioned, you can sell traditionally, which I classify as anything that you would complete in person with someone. So even though I'm saying traditionally, that could be through a fundraiser or a home party. Online sales is going to be promoting your website and getting people to shop online. You always want to try and intermix the two as well because people shop differently. Some people like that personal connection. They like you to stop by their house and deliver their order. Some people are busy and prefer the online shopping experience. So I highly recommend that you promote both and you'll see the two intermixed. Maybe you give someone a book, but then they'll place the order online. And you can also set up your website so that if they place it online, it's still in your order cart and you would deliver it to them. So I can show you those two different options a little bit later. And then the third option is to start building a team. As an experienced representative, I will tell you that I find the most profitable area to be the team building. However, they all have their own ups and downs, and so it definitely helps to build in multiple areas, because sometimes your team won't perform as well, but you'll have great online sales, or vice versa. So the idea is to build a solid foundation. And I found that when I didn't get into the habit of recruiting right in the beginning, it was hard for me to kind of retrain myself to offer multiple opportunities with every meeting that I had. So I do encourage you to start right off the bat trying to build in all three of those areas: traditional sales, your online sales, and then bringing new people into the business. So if you're unfamiliar with the Avon campaign, most people know Avon and they know of the Avon catalog. So catalogs are sort of going by the wayside. So we also have to adapt to doing things online and digitally, but we do still go by the 2-week schedule. So right now we just started campaign 7. We're on what's called a flexible schedule. So we can turn in campaign 7 at any time during March 4th through the 17th. So some of the benefits of ordering early in the campaign are going to be having better product availability, getting your samples and demo products sooner so that you can get a head start on the upcoming campaigns. And then I will tell you that Avon is running out of books earlier than normal. This is not an expected occurrence, but because they have offered free sign up, there have been a lot of new reps coming in, which is making the book supply run out earlier than normal. So if I were you, let's see, Savannah's saying I ordered some campaign 7 brochures, but they didn't come with my order. Yeah, so it sounds like that's what's happening, that some of the representatives aren't aware until they actually get the order. So if you have not placed a first order yet, I would highly recommend ordering campaign 9 books as soon as possible. So we're always ordering. If you were in the business for a while, you would be turning in your campaign 7 customer orders, but you would be ordering books and samples for campaign 9. So we always want to be looking ahead and planning ahead. I apologize for the inconvenience. I have a lot of you reaching out asking for books. Unfortunately, I don't have extras, and we have 1,200 team members. So it's very difficult for me to help in situations like this. So that's why I'm trying to educate you guys. The one thing I will say about only ordering books is that that is gonna start your first campaign order. So that's gonna come into play with your Pathway to Premier incentive. So we'll talk about that when we come to that slide. So that campaign calendar, let me go ahead and pull open your Avon. So hopefully most of you have already registered. If you haven't, youravon.com is going to be the website that is for us representatives. So you come here, you register your account, And if you did not give your social security number when you registered, you're gonna wanna put in 4 zeros as the last 4 of your social security. If you do not put in your social security number, I just learned this. I thought that they put aside income tax, but they actually have to put aside, I believe it's 24% sales tax if you do not give your social security number. So there is a way to mail it in if you didn't, so that you don't have to continue to get that sales tax set aside. So you're gonna wanna register. If you need your 4-digit district number, that should be in your confirmation email. You can also get that from your upline, or you can get it from Avon customer service. All right, so now let's go. Oh, I was gonna show you, I lost track of why I logged in there. I was gonna show you where to find your campaign calendar so that you can print it out and have it right in your work area, or copy it over to your planner. So you'll see a note right here, place your campaign 7 order now. Here's your campaign calendar. And you can click here for the printable PDF, and you can have it there for you. And you can always find it if you lose your copy. So orders are due every other Tuesday by 5 p.m. Eastern. Again, I highly recommend putting in your order 3 to 4 days ahead of time, just to eliminate any last minute snafus, and to ensure that you get those books. So I do a lot of different webinars. I send you guys a lot of communications. I encourage you to stay subscribed, because the minute you stop being informed and engaging, the excitement or the interest kind of wears off. So I'm always trying to give you guys helpful tips and reminders about when stuff is due and important news and updates. So if you have or haven't done a direct selling business before, it's a lot about networking and you know, not necessarily going out and having a huge first campaign, but thinking about all the people that you know in your life, the people that you maybe just come across on a daily basis, or the people that are there to support you and you know they're going to be one of your first larger orders. So this chart is kind of helpful to see who you can connect with and who you can announce that you've started your own Avon business. When I didn't know what I was doing on social media and just knew that I wanted to grow and I wanted to grow my presence, I looked for people that I didn't even know, but that I had something in common with. So maybe people that went to University of Illinois at Chicago, maybe people that have marketing degrees. So think about the different things in your life that could connect you to people and open up your network. And then it's always great to have defined goals and to always remember why you started your Avon business. And sometimes that will change as well. When you are progressing through your career or through your years, some people start because they want a hobby, something to fill time, and then it becomes so much more for them. So I hope that that happens to you too. Whatever it is, Avon can fill a lot of different places in how it fits into your life. I do like to try and encourage group selling activities because you can build a customer base faster. So springtime is coming, summer is coming. There are a lot of bridal events and vendor fairs and craft fairs, lots of different places where you can get out, set up a table, connect with people, have fun, collect information. We have a fundraising opportunity. Assisted living places are great because a lot of the elderly people that live there can't get out as easily. So think about the big picture and how you can get groups of people together to offer them Avon products. So we do have a lot of name recognition worldwide. So that is one of the huge benefits of selling Avon is probably 9 out of 10 people have heard of Avon or they've heard of Skin So Soft. So it's great to have a foot in the door with people. Most people have a great memory about Avon or the Avon lady or their aunt or grandma that sold Avon. My grandma actually used to give me Avon every year at Christmas. Little did I know that it would become such a big part of my life. So these are just some of the brands that you'll want to start to become familiar with. But a lot of the product knowledge comes with experience. So don't be afraid to pull out your book, look at your website, use that as a sales tool to help you answer questions and help you lead your customer to the right product. So we are also bringing in a lot of new products. So it's a very exciting time to be with Avon. It's a transitional period where we have our standby best-selling brands and best-selling products, but then we're also branching out into these new territories. So many of you will recognize the brand Chi. We just added 2 Belief moisturizers that are already best selling at Sephora. So the great thing is that we have products at every price point. So we have something different to attract a lot of different types of customers. So where are some of the places that you're going to want to become very familiar with? Let's go back to Your Avon because, so it is www.youravon.com and they're in the process of rebranding it to Avon now. So under news, one of the places you're going to want to look is Beauty Buzz, and that's going to come out every week. It's going to have highlights of what's going on in the Avon world. Campaign 7 as new representatives. If you have joined since campaign 5 or campaign 7 will be your first order, you get a surprise gift, but you have to place that campaign 7 order. This is something that I wanted to cover with you guys. So Avon no longer is sending out those pink order books, okay? If you've sold Avon before, you know what I'm talking about. So this is your replacement. It has some important legal information on there that we need to give to customers. So I recommend that you come in here and you save that customer form somewhere handy where you have easy access to it, or print it out and make a bunch of copies right now. So have that on hand, and then you can read the specifics about the disclaimer on there. And you need to give you have to have 2 copies of the receipt. So you want to have one for you, one for your customer. And another item that several representatives that have sold in the past seem to be a little surprised by is that we now collect all order payment at the time of the customer placing the order. So this is just a standard practice. I don't know anywhere where you can go and order products and not pay for it. So this is something that has changed. You're going to collect payment from your customer when they place the order so that you can pay Avon when you go to place the order for them. So there are some live training events coming up, and they are always doing virtual training as well. So Beauty Buzz is going to be somewhere that you want to check in every Monday, and then you can also look back at the previous weeks. So I mentioned that you have to be at convention. It's only $99 for everyone right now through the end of April. So there's nothing more exciting than a live event to get you ecstatic to come back and really have an amazing fourth quarter with your Avon business. You get to see all of our Christmas products. You get to connect with other representatives. It's a great time. Team Momentum already has over 40 representatives going. So come join us, have fun, go register. So that's the Beauty Buzz. The business calendar is somewhere else where you're gonna find lots of different events taking place. So I know that some of you don't have the time every week to see all of this, so don't worry about that. Try to stay up to date and engaged with all of these events. But if you cannot, there is Avon University. The calls that I would say are really important are to watch your monthly virtual sales meeting. And then try to get on our Team Momentum calls too. So Avon University is going to be the place where you're going to want to spend a lot of your time as a new representative. It's got so many different courses in there to help you be successful and to teach you all those questions that you have in the beginning right now, where you feel like you need some guidance. So you can look through the different modules. You can, so here's your onboarding program, the shortcut to success. So that's going to tell you which courses to go through so that you can kind of have a quicker start to knowing how to do everything. Another thing you're going to want to do is download the Avon Now app. So I like my desktop computer to do most of my work, but I think most people do work from a mobile phone these days. I like to have both, and it depends what I'm doing, which tool I will use. Let me show you the resource library so that you can find those virtual sales meetings if you can't make the live event. So I came to Avon University, resource library, and then the virtual sales meeting. And here is your recordings. So never worry about not being able to be at a live training because they're almost always recorded. So make sure you register so that you get the recording, or you can access it from Avon U. All right. See, where was I? Okay, so we talked about, hang on, any questions right now? Silence, all right. Nope, good. I know you're awake at least, that's good. Okay, so we talked about Beauty Buzz, Avon U training. Setting up your web office is something you're gonna wanna do quickly. And let's take a look. So I'm under my office and I'm gonna go to web office. And here is the online quick setup. So this is gonna walk you through setting up your website. A couple things to mention is pick a shorter username that's not hard to spell. It's going to be your website address. It's going to be the code that people use to sign up on your team. So the less complicated you make it, the better. Mine is Seagren. A lot of people mess up my last name, but I try to plaster it everywhere, so I stick with that. When you add customers to your web office, that's gonna automatically sign them up for emails. Avon's gonna do the work for you and send out emails on your behalf. So you wanna make sure to get customers in there as quickly as possible. Let's see here. Give me a minute. I actually don't, because I have the store, I don't enter like traditional orders very often, and I just don't want to show my customer information. But it's pretty simple. You go in here to the address book and you add a customer. You're gonna have to add either an email address or a phone number or both. So you can also personalize your web office here. So this is gonna show what you have on your invoice tool, what's gonna be showing. We don't have to worry about the find a rep right now, but you can come in here and customize your interests. You can customize, thank you, Alicia, let's see. Oh, thank you, Melissa. For the 3-pack of shimmer liquid eyeshadow. Yes, any problems with your order, you would want to call customer service about that. The more you customize these areas, the more differentiated you are going to be as a representative. If you come here into customer preferences, that's where I was telling you that you can choose whether you're online only or if you want to allow people to be able to put an order in your online order cart. So that doesn't really mean much different than if they handed you a paper order. You still have to submit it, pay for it, receive it, and deliver it to your customer. So if you do want to be online only, you don't want to do any traditional sales, which again, I don't recommend, but it's up to you. You would want to choose direct delivery only. And then on customer invoicing, this is where you enter your area. So my area is 8.25. I know that someone gave me a website where you can just type in your zip code and it gives it to you. So just go to Google and type in find my sales tax. I'm sure you'll be able to find that. All right, so that's customizing your website. You always want to follow up. So whenever you're collecting an order, you want to get that follow-up information. Life is busy, people are busy. Avon's not always the first thing on their mind. So as the representative, you really want to check in with them when it's getting close to your order date and ask if they have an order, or just give them a reminder that the order is due. That's my dog, Izzy. All right. So as I mentioned, we do want to order brochures as soon as possible. You do want to limit your order to once a campaign to have the least amount of fees. In the beginning, there's not really a way around of having to get those catalogs right away. So they come in packs of 10. So one pack would actually be 10 brochures. They get cheaper per catalog the more you order. So maybe you want to challenge yourself each campaign to step it up 10 brochures. So the item number 055745 right up here, that's going to give you a 10 pack of the campaign that's 2 ahead. So right now we're in campaign 7. If you went, let me just do that and put in, okay, so here you can enter it by item number. I think most people do prefer to shop it like it would be a normal website. So you can also do that by order products and then order brochures and flyers. So here, like this says no longer available. So we would come here, quick shop. I want the English brochure.
Sorry, I'm having trouble hearing you.
Oh my. I just got the Apple Watch from Avon and it started talking to me. Okay, so if I wanted 20 brochures, I would type in 2 and add to order. Avon's also going to remind you at your checkout, if you didn't order books, hey, did you want to add some brochures? So they put that in there so you don't forget. You can also find samples under here. Sometimes it's best to create your own samples. It's more affordable and you can get way more out of it. You can also choose sales and business tools and check out the different items that we have there. These callback notes would be helpful in place of that order book. I don't know how long those will last because I don't know that it has that disclaimer on it, but you could maybe use a combination of the two. All right, and then another idea, if they do run out of books, is that you can check out the different flyers that are available during the campaign, and you could order those in place. I recommend getting business cards very quickly so that you can hand those out and follow up with the people that want a brochure. So I like to use the neon labels here. I do need to update this because that welcome 10 code is no longer good. I will update it and share with you guys what I now put on the front of the brochure. I like to offer the opportunity to buy from me face-to-face or online, and then also how to sign up on my team. I like neon and I like it on the front so that it brings attention to it. So the What's New brochure is the brochure that's available for representatives. So Right now in campaign 7, we can order out of the What's New 8 and 9. So I can look at those by going to brochures up here. And I can scroll, and here's the campaign 9 What's New. And they are getting away from putting so much paper out there. So be aware that that is an initiative to be more green, more environmentally friendly. So you can see everything just as well, if not better, online. You can actually shop right from here. So you can get product details. That actually takes you right to the product, and you can add it to your cart from there. So you can either shop by the book, you can also shop the What's New items that are current right under there. Any questions so far? All right. So I did mention that you can create your own samples. My team has been really creative with that, and I encourage you to ask them questions. I know some of them have been really creative with bubble bath samples and our Chi shampoo and conditioner samples. I know Trisha even did like our candle samples and made little smelling testers for those. You can order supplies off Amazon. You can get them at the dollar store. You can get labels and print out pictures of the product. You guys have gotten really creative with those, and that is one thing I have yet to try myself. So that is something that I've had in the back of my mind, like, yeah, I need to do that. Samples work really well, especially if the product is a little bit higher than what they would normally spend. So someone that maybe spends $10 on a shampoo, maybe they don't want to spend $15. But if you give them a little sample and they see how well it works and how good it smells and how great their hair feels, they would be much more likely to buy it from you. So really try to provide samples and testers. And I think you'll find that they really help to do the sale. So the Avery templates are another way to be creative and make stuff yourself so that you don't have to pay a high price to have marketing tools. I suggested getting business cards. You can also get postcards. So here's some examples of what I've done in the past. Things that you always want to have on it are your name, that you are an independent Avon representative. You always want to have a phone number, your website, maybe an email address, and you know, it all depends how social you are, if you want those social media handles on there or not. I try to keep it a little more simple on my sales tools. So paper tools, I always just make sure name, independent rep, phone number, website, and I don't provide an email address, but you guys could do that. I do on my business card for sure. And then also to be thinking about, yes, thank you, Melissa. I almost didn't say where I order it from. So Vistaprint and Overnight Prints are both really great, affordable marketing websites where you can order sales tools. We are in the process of getting a new company for business tools. So for the time being, it is up to you to make your own. But I will tell you, Vistaprint and Overnight Prints, they've made it so simple. There's hundreds of different designs. You can search for beauty, you can search for makeup. There's already templates, and you really just fill in your information. And a couple weeks ago, let's see, I know Vistaprint was doing free shipping on business cards. Let's see. Okay, yep, so business cards, ship free, any size. You can get them all cute with the rounded corners, very fancy. And the postcards and business cards you can leave behind when you dine at a restaurant, when you go to the bank, when you check out at the grocery store. If you're a busy parent or maybe you work full time and just are busy in general, they're a great way to get your name out there fast and try to find interest without breaking the bank on buying a bunch of brochures. So make sure that you're also filling your own home with Avon products. We have just about everything now, and it's only going to keep expanding. So we have toothbrush, we have toothpaste, deodorant, lip balm, hand cream, shampoo, conditioner. We have everything that your family already uses, and you are going to be your best sales tool. So the more products you use, the more genuine you come across to your customers, and the more knowledgeable you are about the products. So I did show you where to find the samples and the sales tools. Yes, you do want to charge sales tax. So that order processing fee, which was on that invoicing tool in the web office, but I didn't mention it. So Avon has traditionally tagged on a 75-cent fee, and that is something that the representative collects to help cover your gas money, the shipping fee that we pay as representatives. It completely varies what representatives charge for that. I thought I heard music. I think Rob's playing the guitar. So reps charge anywhere, I would say, from $0 to $1 per order. I know some pay $2. I know some customers get really tight about that and others don't care. So that might be something that you have to kind of play with to figure out what the right amount is. That is something that you keep that Avon does not collect from you. So you want to take the totals from what they order in the book, and every item is going to have a 6-digit code by it. So like for the pressed powder here, you would want to find the color that they want, and then there's a 6-digit code. So on your order form, you're going to write down the item number, the description, and then the price. So if something is buy one, get one half off, they do have to buy the 2 to get the sale. So say your customer doesn't want the second one at half off, you would charge them the $14. So then you add up the subtotal, and then you multiply it by your sales tax, and then you would add whatever that fee is that you decide as a representative. So how do you get paid for face-to-face sales? So this seems to be the confusing thing for a lot of people to understand, and I'm going to try to go through it with you. So when you collect the money from your customer, you collect the amount that it says in the book, plus the sales tax, plus the order, the processing fee, like we just discussed. when you go to submit your order to Avon, Avon's going to request payment, and it's going to be for the cost of the product. So Avon's going to take off what you're earning and only charge for the cost. So what's left over in your pocket is your profit. Online sales work a little bit differently, and I'm going to go in right now and show you where to get set up for direct deposit. So under my account and get paid by Avon. It's very important, right? So you want to set up your direct deposit right here. Your profile is also going to be very important. It's going to have all the important information that Avon needs to have about you. It has your website address. You can indicate whether you want to be shown on recognition, whether you want paperless invoice, and then also you can set up for your email and your text message preferences. So your account is a very important area to kind of explore and figure out what's there. If you do owe Avon money and you didn't pay it when you submitted the order, for some reason, you come in here and you can easily make a payment. You can kind of see what your account looks like right here. So I could put in search, and so let me just show you this as an example. So this would be my commission for an online sale. And then on online sales, we do pay as the representative part of the shipping fee if the customer places an order of $60 or more. Okay, so let me cover that again. How do we get paid for online sales? So my customer goes in and places an order for, I'm gonna say $50. So if it's under 60, my customer is the one that pays the shipping. So then as a new representative, you're gonna earn 25% on that online sale. So I would take 50 times 0.25. So you would be earning $12.50 off that online sale. Let's say that you're an online only rep. So you don't owe Avon any money and you just have a credit of $12.50. You're signed up for direct deposit. You will get paid for that 2 days after that order ships, okay? So it takes maybe a little bit longer, 3 to 4 days to hit your bank. But if you're getting sales every single day online and you don't have a balance, you're gonna be paid online every day. So not a bad gig. And then if you don't have direct deposit, there is a prepaid Avon card. I believe you have to request this. So if you're not gonna sign up for direct deposit, call customer service and ask them about that prepaid card. And then for team building commission or direct deposit, that's gonna be the same way as online. It's going to be issued through direct deposit. If you don't have direct deposit, it will be on a reloadable prepaid Visa. It's just much easier to do everything direct deposit. That's my solution. And I went over updating your preferences. there are several ways to share online, especially right now with a shortage of brochures. So let's go to Avon brochures. Let me click on that campaign 7. So these are social media icon share buttons. You can email the link to the brochure. You can also download the PDF version. So if I wanted to share this to my customer page, you can do that. And that's gonna automatically lead them right back to my online website. Oops, so there it is right there. And we click through and you can see they're on my website and they can browse the online brochure. Another option, I don't mail out catalogs anymore to customers, just trying to get away from the paper, trying to move all digital. But this is an option and I did use it for a long time. So Campaign Mailer is a company that's owned by an Avon representative, and you can order to have brochures sent through there. It is bulk mailing, so you have to be pretty ahead of our normal schedule. So right now, if you wanted to do the earliest mailing for campaign 9, it would be due March 9th. All right, back to the presentation. There is also social media icon shares. Should have shown you that right away. So come to your own website as a customer. Go to, oops. Yeah, that's a good place to show you anyways. So on your sales and specials, featured offers, you can see what the latest online offers are. So you can offer this to your customers as well. Belief samples, all orders get 6. They have to use code BELIEF. All righty. So then let's go to a product page. Our glimmer sticks are one of my top 5 sellers. The waterproof black is the most popular for me. So I would come in here. They're on sale for 3 for $10, which is a great price. It's about the lowest they ever go. So good time to share it. And so same idea here. So try to rotate, you know, makeup, skincare, bath and body, fragrance, different products are going to attract different people. So try to switch that up as you share. So I showed you where you find the special offers. It's always free shipping over 60. We do have a skincare quiz and we do have a mascara guide. So you can use those as tools as well to help guide your customer to the right product. And let's go back to Avon Social. So I'm switching it up. Last time I kind of stuck with the presentation, but maybe it's helpful to show you guys where to find all this stuff. So right here, Avon Social, This is going to be a really helpful tool where you can come in and see your online offers. You can look by campaign. You can also schedule your posts right in Avon Social. And then you can also shop by, or I'm sorry, promote by category. So lots of different posts in there that are ready to go. You don't have to be creative if you don't want to. But I always do find that real pictures get better engagement. But in the beginning, you can't always have a ton of the products. So Avon Social is great for that. You can set up as a Google business. I know Melissa just recently did that. So hopefully she's getting some business from that. Okay, so let's talk about how you make all this money in the beginning. So the pathway to Premier is brand new, and it just started with campaign 5 appointments. That's good. It was hard. Well, maybe you can make a video for us on how you did it, or put out the steps or something. All right, so I told you how you're going to earn 25% commission on all beauty. So that's on your face-to-face sales and your online sales, as long as you turn in more than $40 combined for the 2 weeks. So I know you guys can do that, because if you don't earn commission. So you have to do over 40 during your campaign. And if you get to 200, it's so much more profitable. So Avon's gonna automatically give you that 25% on beauty, 20% on home and fashion, as long as your orders total 40 or more. If you hit 200 during that campaign, you are gonna get an extra $20 bonus. If you hit 400 during the campaign, you're gonna get an extra 40 on top of your 25% commission. And then you're also gonna get rewarded at every 1,000 during your first 8 campaigns. So you'll get a 10% bonus every time you hit a multiple of 1,000. So this chart just shows you the bonuses that you can earn, and it shows you all together how if you leverage this incentive fully, you're going to earn 65% in your first 4 months. So you got to push. 5,000 is a big number in 4 months, but that is a huge profit margin. So Avon is rewarding you at every level you hit here. So that stepping stone bonus is going to be the 20 for every 200. The milestone bonus is the 10% on each 1,000. And then the commission is your 25%. So here is the total. And as you add it up, the percentage that it works out to be. So this is just kind of another way to look at it, and broken down here to see how much you would need to sell per campaign to hit 5,000, 4,000, or each of these goals by the time you're through your first 8 campaigns. Okay, so I always do recognition. I wanted to recognize our top new representatives. Elaine, Lindy, Snamy, Elizabeth, Dixie, Brandy, Shelton, Abby, Stephanie, and Jody. So there are a lot of people on our team. I was not successful my whole first year. So you don't just jump out of the gate with huge sales. Don't let it discourage you. Just keep trying different things and new ways of getting out there until you find a groove that works for you. So if you hit premier level in your first year as a representative, so that would be 5,000 in total sales, you're gonna get this pretty premier star, rising star pin. You're also gonna receive a guaranteed 30% on beauty once you hit premier. So this chart kind of shows you, you're gonna be a contender until you hit premier. And this is showing you that your sales have to be over that 40 mark combined for the 2 weeks for you to get the 25%. Once you hit premier, you'll get 30%. Even if you have a slower campaign, let's say you only turn in $20 of orders for some reason, you're still gonna get 30% because you've earned premier level. And then President's Club level, you get a guaranteed 40% after that. So that's 10,000 in sales for the year, which would be for about 400 every campaign. So I encourage my team members to always go for the level that is higher than what you achieved the year before. So if as new representatives, you guys can hit premier level, that's awesome. If you're gonna hit President's Club, that's amazing. Anything above that is incredible. So just keep pushing yourself. And again, we all have different reasons for selling. So fulfill your goals and your dreams with the business. We also get these really pretty charms for hitting different sales and leadership levels. We have Avon Perks, which is under this one, there we go. It's under your office there. So Avon Perks has all kinds of different vendors in here for you to save money. So the number one saving for Avon representatives are Costco. So save on a new membership for Costco. Go in here and search for stuff that you're gonna do. Maybe you will save some money doing it. The rewards program. So this is brand new. I told you I just got an Apple Watch. This is my first Apple Watch. It's super cool. Don't know how to use it very well yet, but last night at dinner I was looking and you can like customize. There's all these different faces. I have it like on a kaleidoscope flower. So much fun. So that was part of Avon Rewards. I think it's great that they reward us with stuff like that. So you come in under Avon Now. While I'm here, I will show you your important tracker, so I don't forget about that. Your trackers are gonna show you your sales amount, your progress on your pathway to premier, your progress on incentives. So with big numbers and big goals, we want to be tracking every single week. So keep track of where you're at and break it down into bite-sized goals so that you can achieve big numbers and hit your goals. And then I forgot to go to the rewards. So let's go there. Okay, under earnings and rewards, if you want to find out more about Avon Convention, you can right there. Here's more information on the commission and sales levels. Under rewards and recognition, you can find our President's Club booklet. So I think, yes, that would be right here. You can find out about the Premier program, leadership right here. These are all of your incentives, all the rules on your pathway to Premier. And let's go into the rewards. Whew, I'm like hot tonight. All right. So unlock your potential rewards. Let's see. There's different ones for new representatives, president's level, and then also leadership. Okay, so you as a new representative will get a reward for your first $60 online order. You do have to wait until they send you the email that says you have a reward to unlock. So then you can go in there and redeem it. It's very simple and pretty cool. It comes really quickly. You get a reward here for reaching 2,500. And then for 5,000. So awesome. And all these different programs and incentives are also tools to get your friends excited about joining. They just launched this program where I got a diamond necklace with 2 diamonds for Team Momentum selling 2.5 million 2019. So we need to increase, and then I'll get diamonds added. So when I was first starting out, I used to look at all this stuff and just drool and think, no way is it ever gonna happen. And now it does. So keep working hard and believing in yourself and building those dreams. Our silver leaders and above were just treated to a leadership conference in Orlando at the Ritz. So that was amazing. Everything was covered except for getting there and getting home. We have a really exciting cruise incentive. You can earn a 6-day cruise for hitting President's Club. Let's see. So you guys are, contender. Oh, here we go. Okay. New first year President's recognition. Hang on. Okay. Contenders and Premier. Okay, so this is you guys. Earn the trip for 1 when you achieve President's Club by campaign 17. I thought it was President's Club, and then I saw the 15,000, so pardon me. So we already are into campaign 7. So you gotta think big, go after fundraisers or online parties, home parties, vendor events, and you could be going on this cruise with us. And then you can also hit a trip for 2 when you sell 15,000 by campaign 17. So you can track your progress with one of those trackers. And then there are also Avon social images for you to share to get people excited to join you. So in Avon social, I did want to show you, I'm clicking on content planner here. Under online offers. So right now through March 31st, many of you probably signed up for free. People can sign up. Oh, and I see I'm way late, but I went a little more in depth tonight. So thank you for bearing with me. You can sign team members up and they can pay $0. I'll show you the other two options in the slide here, but they can go to startavon.com and use your code, whatever you set up for your website, and they will join your team. They're also a part of Team Momentum, so you don't have to be so worried about, I don't know what I'm doing, why would I sign someone up? They're gonna get all my communications, they're gonna have access to everything you have access to. So the three options through March 31st are no cost, a donation to the American Cancer Society, and then the third, which I would highly push right now, especially with the shortage on books. The third is the $30 bestseller kit that comes with full-size products, and it comes with 11 brochures. So that one is $107 value. If they choose either of the other options, they are not going to get anything in the mail. So the only option where you get stuff in the mail is the bestseller starter kit. So as the leader, you would actually get a $20 bonus if they submit 150 in either their first or their second campaign. And then you're gonna get a 3% bonus on their sales as long as you're putting in a $50 order every campaign. So here are those customer support numbers. Reach out to me, reach out to your leader. That's one of the great things about the Facebook group is you guys can help one another. I'm not always on there, so it's great when you guys can talk through stuff and all be supportive of one another. Here's that website for you to register for Avon conference. We really want you to be there. And I have a couple quotes for you here. Don't worry about failures, worry about the chances you miss when you don't even try. If we stop and look over the past, then into the future, we can see the possibilities are growing greater and greater every day. So any questions? I will show you. So besides Avon U, I mentioned in the beginning of the call, I was working feverishly on my blogs today, and I have a link over on the side here that says new Avon representative tips and information. So that has Trisha and I basically doing the same call last month. I walk you through what you need to do immediately. Here's a bunch of the downloads that you can also find on your Avon, but it's a little bit simpler to have it all in one spot. Here I do recommend setting up Square. You're gonna miss out on sales if you don't accept credit cards, and Square is simple, easy, very simple to use and not very expensive. There's that Avery link to print out your own templates. Let's see what I have on here. Make sure it's current. Nope, I gotta update that free shipping label. But you can download the sign up for free label. You can include that on your books. I do try to provide you guys with so many different tips and tools, and I know sometimes it can be a lot, but it's also very handy if you look at what's there. Lots of different sales tools for getting started. And then down at the bottom, how to share the opportunity. Okay, so again, that was makeupmarketers.com, and then over on the side, new Avon representative tips. All right. So I will email this recording out. I will send it with the slides so that you can print it out and go and take notes. Thank you for hanging out with me this evening. Welcome to our team. Welcome to Avon. Again, seriously think about getting together a personal order for your family and ordering books to get that head start so you can start really promoting campaign 9 and have all the tools that you need to be successful. All right, thank you guys, and I will talk to you later. Bye.